Hello ladies and gentlemen, Accentor here and welcome back to another video. And I hope all of you are doing well because I'm as always. And in today's video we're going to be trying to do some vertical takeoff and landings in infinite flight. You know, VTOL has finally come to infinite flight and we're going to do it first of all in the Cessna 172. And we're going to keep going and hopefully we can do it in some jets and hopefully some small airliners such as the A220. But you know, let's give this a go. Now, if you are new here as well, welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy the videos, and I hope you enjoy this video, because it's a very random video we're doing here. Now, we don't want any turbulence, but we want to change our wind direction. And I think it's either 090 or 270, so we'll try 090 first, because we are at runway 27 left out, London Heathrow, and I've got a feeling... Okay, well, there you go, guys, we've done it by accident. And our plane is just sort of floating about. We're actually a helicopter, and then we crashed. Just go straight back to the takeoff, and we're going to change our heading to 270. So we must have been right in that guessing. I had it in my head, but we didn't want to use it, so we go 27 or 271. It's the same thing, really. And there we go. We are airborne. We are airborne in our little plane here. Our flaps are only at 10 degrees though. So what happens if we bonk up our flaps to full? Are we going to just start climbing? Or are we going to start descending? Okay, so we are flying, so you know we've done a vertical takeoff here. The wind is pushing us all the way back. We don't even have any throttle enabled. But let's try and put our throttle to full and see if we can combat this at all. I feel like we're not going to be able to. But you know what? We've done it in Cessna 172. Let's get a slightly larger aircraft. We'll go to a TBM. They're not awfully bigger, but they are more than certainly bigger than some of the other aircraft we're dealing with here in infinite flight, so they're definitely doable. Let's give it a go. Let's see how this TBM 930 does. So hopefully we can do it. I think we'll just do it in the TBM 930 without an issue, and then I think we'll definitely be able to do it in a jet, if not a small airliner. I've got big hopes and big expectations here. I feel like it won't be possible in the A380, but let's give it a go, shall we? Let's give it a go. So we're just going to just calibrate this and hopefully we can take off airborne. I mean, we don't have our flaps enabled yet, so let's just bring on our flaps, and we want to go vertical, so we don't really want to go forward too much, but I feel like there we go. We've done it. That counts as vertical if you ask me. I think that is vertical enough. We haven't stalled yet. We stalled. Okay, I spoke way too soon, but we can definitely do it. Let's try and change our weight and balance. Let's bonk that straight down. Okay, we've taken a few thousand kilograms of fuel out. Are we going airborne again? I want to bring those gear out almost as soon as we get in the air like that, and it's crashed. So let's try it again. Let's reduce that weight even more. We might be in a bit of trouble if we want to do this in a jet. They're all down to 0 now. We'll go back to the takeoff menu, calibrate that, and we want to go vertical straight up. So we're going to full flaps. Try and get that wind from the heading. Yeah, let's try and give this a go now. Can we take off? Can we do it? It's not letting me. We've definitely done it. We did it like a few seconds ago. Why won't it let us do it now? That's really sad. Let's try again. We're straight on it. So once it's trying to twist us left already by default, and we've done something. I mean, we're moving all right. That's for sure. Okay. We're going to give that one a 50% success rate, shall we say. I feel like we did it. But let's try and do it in the newer F-18. Let's go to the Maverick livery, the only livery I use on this aircraft. And let's see how well we can do it in the Maverick livery. I think it's definitely doable. Surely we can do it in an F-18. We did it in a Cessna. I don't see why we can't do it. You know, Cessna F-18, they're pretty much the same aircraft if you ask me. There's not much difference between them, other than one's you know, general aviation and one's a military fighter. Other than that, they're basically the same aircraft. So hopefully it's going to load in just a little second, and we will be ready to go. There we go, perfect timing that. And oh my gosh, this aircraft is had a couple issues here. It's tried to turn so wrong. Maybe we've got a heading wrong again. We've got a gust on full. Oh, there we go. Our wind direction is not the right direction. That's probably why the other aircraft wouldn't take off for us. So let's calibrate this back. Go back to the takeoff. And there we go. We've done it. No, oh, we haven't. Or have we? try and bring some flaps up then, see if it's a little bit more buoyant. Obviously we can now use some thrust to go forward and just try and push the aircraft upwards. I feel like we're literally, this is just teasing us just that teeny bit. We are airborne, that counts, that must count. We'll go to some weight and balance now, really bring down the aircraft. We've only got 3 minutes of fuel now, and I wish we've gone straight in the air, so we're going to try and really bring this aircraft up now. Gear up. That counts, that is definitely a vertical takeoff there. And let's just full throttle this and just go for it now. Okay, well that was a pretty successful vertical takeoff there, if you ask me. Actually, that was really good. Okay, so we've done it in an F-18, and I think the real question is, can we try and do it in a jet? Let's try the Challenger 350, a much bigger aircraft now than this tiny F-18, but it should almost certainly be doable, I think, inside of this aircraft. So let's give that a little go. I'm thinking it should be goable, but you can never tell. You're never too sure. But you know, I think I'm going to back us for this. I think if we reduce that, our weight immediately, get those flaps ready, and hopefully get some throttle on to counteract that wind. Because of course we don't want to go forward or backwards too much. We want this to be nearly as vertical as possible. So we're going to calibrate immediately, see what the weather's saying. So the weather's fine, everything's sorted. Okay, so we've done that. The aircraft isn't moving anywhere yet, which is a bit nervous. So we are now rolling back. Now we are able to lift those. We are able to lift the nose. Now let's apply a tiny bit of throttle. By that I mean a lot of throttle overall. Let's bring down the weight to 0 now. Literally 2 minutes of fuel. That's fine. Okay, and let's try again. Oh, we've done it. We're a helicopter in the new Challenger 350. That is vertical enough for me to be happy. And let's try and see if we can now just bring our flaps up and zoom off again like we did. Yeah, perfect. I'm actually shocked that we've managed to do a vertical takeoff here in a Challenger 350 on infinite flight. That is incredible. Right, let's give it a go on the... I mean, the Dash 8's looking at me, but I really wanted to try the A220, but I feel like it's going to be too big. So I'm going to try the Embraer 190 or 175, and I feel like it might not be doable. I think we might have reached our limit here with regards to the aircraft on vertical takeoff and landing. I mean, watch it be possible in an A350. You can never tell with infinite flight physics. It generally is hit or miss depending on what you want to do. So let's give this a big go. So hopefully it will load in just 1 second as always. So I'm going to let this load in. Okay, so we are now loaded in, and we're going to calibrate this, bring our flaps all the way down to full. We're going to get our weight and balance on 0, because that's the only way we get an airborne. I mean, we've got 6 minutes of fuel, we only need 1. We can survive on 1 minute. Oh, I felt a little bit of buoyancy. There's no way it's going to work in this aircraft. I refuse to believe. I mean, we were... What? Okay. You guys have just seen this. We have probably the best one yet. We have literally just done a vertical there in the E175. I feel like we've got to try an A321. Aer Lingus is absolutely fine. I feel like it might work. I didn't think that was going to work at all in the E175, so hopefully the A321 is our limit. If not, there may be need for a part 2 to try this with some bigger aircraft if we get a successful A321. If we do that, I'll have to do a part 2 of the 747, the A380, and see which of those we can do a vertical takeoff and landing in. Admittedly, I haven't done many landings because they're a lot harder, but we'll give this a go. I see some big potential here now, so check our weather's all good. Yep, we check our weight and balance, bring that one down to literally 0. We literally don't need that much fuel, we literally want the teeniest amount. That's why 90 kilograms is fine. I mean, admittedly there is no, all it is just the aircraft weight, so that one wasn't quite vertical, but it works, we have no thrust at the moment. We're going to bring up the gear, we are going to need some thrust though to keep airborne. Okay, we've done it, we're going to just full thrust Okay, we've done it in an A320. So what I'll do is I'll make a part 2 if anyone wants that. But other than that, if you are new here, like, subscribe, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. Other than that, I will see you all next time. Good night.